the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. Taking on the Phoenix Mercury. In the booth with Tim Swartz and Ryan Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. Now here's Copper. The three is up. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. I mean, maybe that's why she missed.
Cloud outside. Pass to Ionescu. Phoebish. From outside, off the mark. Thomas with the ball. Picked up by Stewart. Leah Copper from outside. Nailed from three-point land.
And Copper is an effective shooter. When she gets room to fire the three ball, she doesn't hesitate.
Stewart with the screen. Three-pointer, Sabrina Ionescu. Ooh, no luck on that one. And the Mercury with possession. It's a three-point game. Sabali the screen. Copper no good. We played just over a minute here in the first. And so she earns a trip to the line. The official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two. It's on Kalia Copper.
You got to admire how Sabrina Ionescu can do it all. She can score, distribute, grab rebounds. Whatever you need, she can do it. And that kind of versatility is just invaluable.
Now here's Goddess. Pass to Thomas. Good on the 13-footer.
Keeps defenders uncomfortable, and I think it's because of Thomas's ability to play assertive but composed around the rim.
Here's Cloud. A rebound by Goddess.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Up top, Thomas. Goddess. Pass to Copper. And here's Thomas. 5 to shoot. Goddess. And it's Ionescu with the rebound.
We don't see that too often. Plenty of space, and she whips on an open jumper.
Inside, Jones. Can't hit from in close.
Still scoreless after 4 shots. They need a bucket.
It's a Thomas attacking. Now here is Goddess. She's covered by Cloud. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Jones. It's good.
And this is what Cloud does. As one of the league's top passers, she makes plays like this regularly.
Here's Goddess. Pass to Thomas. The 15-footer. Cloud pulls it in. Ionescu outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Phoenix in the lead. And up the court come the Mercury on the break. Here's Mack. Outside for Thomas. Goddess. Pass to Sabali. Fires the three. Alyssa Thomas missing again.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
And here's Ionescu. Cloud with it. Now guarded by Copper. Here's Phoebish. Now here's Jones. And she makes good on the layup.
Now you can tell Jones knows when it's time to dominate. Go inside and take charge of the paint.
Copper outside. Pass to Mack. Thomas. Second chance shot. And that one's good.
Tough finish by Thomas, wanting it more.
Cloud with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Jones. It's good, and she drew the contact on the shot, so she'll go to the line. 3-point play opportunity. First trip to the free throw line for her tonight.
An all-star in just her second WNBA season. Jones is one of many bright spots in the league.
Now here's Copper. Nice move. Jump shot is good that time.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Ionescu outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Thomas left side. Alyssa Thomas with another miss. The shot by Ionescu, no good.
For her team's sake, she should ease off the shots a little bit because nothing is dropping for her.
Outside Sabali with her first shot attempt. And Jones pulls it down. Ionescu left side. Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing. And the Mercury with possession. Now Bonner. Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game.
An adaptable scorer, Bonner shows the ability to outduel opponents on contact finishes.
Now here is Ionescu. To the paint. Stewart. Sabali with it. Now guarded by Ionescu. Ball going up court. And the basket by Mack.
A multi-talented player. I like when Bonner scans the floor and finds the open teammate.
Now here is Ionescu. To the inside. Stewart can't hit. Phoenix with the ball. They lead by 4. To the middle. Here's Thomas. Rebounded by Phoebish.
You know, it might be a poor shooting performance for her, but luckily her teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Jones. Shot to end the cold run. No go. That's miss number 2 against teammates from the field. And here's Copper. Outside Sabali. Good. Coming off the assist by Kalia Copper.
Oh, this is a shot Sabali can make with ease. She's also smart at knowing when to test her range.
Here's Ionescu. Lets it go from deep. Not going to go that time.
Something has gone wrong with her this quarter. She's going to have to get it together.
Copper outside. Pass to Sabali. Here's Mack. Takes the 3. They get the rebound. Sabali, good.
They're just killing them in the paint.
You can say that again. I mean, the defenders aren't being nearly aggressive enough down low.
They're just killing them in the paint.
Thank you.
Brianna Stewart from outside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing her first attempt.
Give her an inch. Stewie will just knock those down so quick with her release.
Copper right side. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. That's on Jones. And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
You know, Kalia Copper is the kind of versatile player a team can really count on. She's always there and ready to deliver, especially when it comes to points.
Ionescu outside. Goes back up. Nice D from Satu Sabali.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her.
Kick out to Bonner. Here's the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Their offenses come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
And to pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane.
Now here's Cloud. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
That one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Yeah, pretty clear. They've come out with a better energy and effort thus far. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, he's made me hungry. But that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese?
Leah Copper for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for her. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Mercury out in front. They're up by 11. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And welcome back. It's been all one-way traffic through the first as the second quarter gets underway. And a very convincing performance from the Mercury so far.
Really hard work being put in from the glass by them from the get-go.
Yeah, everyone's done a great job boxing out for them here, and it's showing up on the stat sheet.
And here's Johannes. Launches it. Gets it to go from downtown.
I can't believe it. They cannot forget about her like that. She's not going to miss that open look.
Pass to Duchess. Whitcomb. Now here's Bonner. Back to Whitcomb. Launches a 3. Johannes with the rebound. Sabali the screen. Pass to Phoebish. Beyond the arc. No good. Phoenix in the lead. Right side Whitcomb. Brown, guarded by Sabali. Brown with it. Sabali's there. Back to Whitcomb. There's the triple. The three-pointer is on target.
Gently from that corner. Sammy Whitcomb, fantastic from deep.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Now Johannes. Pass to Sabali. And here's Burt. From the arc. Satu Sabali comes up with the board.
You can't get into much better position for the three-pointer. Just didn't get it to fall.
Here's Whitcomb. And again, Phoenix with the triple.
These defenders better start closing down their shooters.
Yeah, that's 2 straight from long range.
They trail by 14. Here's Johannes. Misamon left side. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Phoenix.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone. He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
Now here's Miesman to end the run. Some solid defense from Satu Sabali. And here the Mercury. Down low. Brown. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dewana Bonner.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely. The defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Here's Johannes. And she hits the jump shot. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Bonner outside. On the wings, Satu Sabali. Goddess controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
But defensively, they've been unable to shut down the most important part of the court, Brian, the middle.
Yeah, and the point totals in the paint are tilted heavily against them now.
Got a piece of it. Sabali with the steal. Pass to Whitcomb. Back to Sabali. Hits it from three-point range.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right, 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And here's Johannes. She's got 5. Five on the clock. Down it goes for her third basket in as many tries.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
Outside Whitcomb. Pass to Sabali. Shoots over Miesman. Misses the baby hook. And nothing has come easily for them today.
Not at all, and it isn't what you call the best of performances from them.
Now here's Miesman. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Here's Berg. Here's Talbot. The three-pointer off the mark. Outside Whitcomb. Pass to Brown. Bonner. From downtown. Johannes with the rebound. Now Berg. To the paint. Here's Miesman. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
First team foul.
She's getting her first free throw attempts of the night. The first free throw is good. And the Mercury making a change here. That's also good, so she hits them both. Copper outside. Pass to Brown. Copper. From the baseline. That's another miss. Number 4 on 2 for 6 shooting. Miesman with it. Out to the wing. Burt. Here's Talbot. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Thomas.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
Now here's Copper. 7 points in the game. Back to Bonner to end the drought. Talbot pulls it in. Here's Johannes. Pass to Talbot. To the left side wing. Shot's good by Johannes.
Defense was pretty much non-existent there. Can't leave such a good shooter open like that. Come on.
And a screen by Bonner. Tries to break her ice. And the bucket is good from Thomas in deep.
Nice job by Thomas. Got that ball inside, knew what to do.
Pass to Miesemann. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Nice low post offense.
And so here's Phoenix. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Bonner a screen. Knocked away. And here we go. Miesemann, no good. Now here's Copper. Pass to Bonner. Copper. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Miesemann pulls it in.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here is Goddess. Pass to Bonner. Copper with the ball. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Now here's Thomas. And the shot goes in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
Here's Burke. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And they pick up 2.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Now here's Thomas. She's got 8. That's all good, and that's her 5th basket of the game. She's shooting 5 for 11 now.
You know, it wasn't the best start for her, but she's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Johannes. Fires for 3. Brown grabs the board. Phoenix with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Copper outside. Lets the 3 fly. It doesn't go for her. So we conclude the first half. It's the Mercury. They lead by 13. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Big blunder there. That could cost them.
And a terrible time for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
Awful.
Got that one up quick.
Laser focused. Copper nailing the mid-range.
Loud outside. Pass to Stewart. Clock at 6. Here's Jones. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
As complete a player as they come, Jones has no problems hitting the glass hard, turning misses into makes.
On the wing, Kalia Copper. There's the 3. That one, no good.
Well, she's definitely a threat from deep, but it just hasn't been going for her tonight. You might want to avoid that shot for a while.
There's Jonquel Jones with the 3.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Thomas, covered by Ionescu. Here's Goddess. And Jones pulls it down.
As far as, a jumper will go, that's as high percentage as it gets.
Seriously, I don't know how that one didn't fall.
Ionescu lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, contact can't slow Ionescu down. She sticks with her inside shot and finishes strong.
Copper outside. Pass to Goddess. Here's Thomas. Shoots it up. And a kind roll that time on the rim as that one falls in.
Well, we know Alyssa Thomas can chip in different ways, but when her teams need her to, she can carry that offensive scoring load.
Now here's Cloud. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Stewart. Cloud. Here's Phoebish. It's good from long range.
Yeah, you might not think of her as a true ace from three-point range, but the shot was there for her.
Copper outside. The 3 ball drops in the tray.
Copper is such a good three-point shooter. That's the kind of look you're working towards.
Loud outside. Pass to Ionescu. Now Jones. Loud outside. Jones. From the left block. Back grabs the miss. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing.
And she gets it to go.
Oh, that's an elegant move to drop in the floater.
Ionescu up top. She's covered by Copper. Shoots. Ionescu misses.
She's killing them with her poor shooting.
Now here's Goddess. Covered by Ionescu. Shoots a fader. Thomas no good.
Well, with little defensive pressure, she turned a high percentage shot into a low percentage shot by employing the fadeaway.
Now here is Stewart. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. It's rebounded by Phoenix. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Thomas outside. Pass to Goddess. Copper drills it from outside.
She's finally getting the feel for the deep ball. Her second 3 of the half right there.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
That one, good for 2.
She shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. trail by 16. And the basket by Copper.
As hot as she's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get her the ball and get out of the way.
Ionescu has it. Picked up by Sabali. Stewart. Satu Sabali comes up with the board. And here's Goddess. Six to shoot. And stolen by Ionescu. And they're pushing it up. There's Jonquel Jones with the three. Ash grabs the miss. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too. How many times have you seen a possession like that from them today?
Timeout.
Such a pretty pass.
I don't have an exact number for you, but I can tell you we've seen it a lot. Okay, let's just say that. Strictly using assists as the measuring stick, they've been by far the better team.
Now Ionescu. Pass to Gardner. Ionescu. Just 5 to shoot. The tray. Here's Jones. Here's Gardner. No good on the triple. And so here's Phoenix. Bonner outside. Sabali the screen. Now here's Thomas. Guarded closely. And the Mercury tack on 2 more.
You see, they're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper if the defense will continue to give it to them. And I like that. If the defense is forcing you to shoot it, then, hey, make them pay.
You know, it's all about getting looks. You get an open look, take it. And they've used that shot to great effect.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Copper outside. Shot from the wing. And she hits the jump shot.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Now here's Ionescu. Will it go? And that one good.
Never scared to score near the hoop. Ionescu has a really impressive touch inside.
Here's Copper. There's another one to add to her total. She's shooting 7 for 15.
She's up to her usual trick, shooting it well, scoring a lot of points, getting them in front.
Ionescu outside. The three gets a three-pointer to fall.
It took her a long time to get that first three-pointer. Can she get it going?
Stolen by Jones. Unhindered going all the way. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Great hustle by Jones, hunting for an opportunity in space.
Copper with the ball. 19 points in the game. Joanna Bonner for 3. Good. Coming out the assist by Kalia Copper.
I saw a little confusion amongst the media as to who was supposed to be guarding her.
Pass to Gardner. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. Jones.
You know, she's having a nice quarter, scoring with confidence.
Here's Copper. And Jones pulls it down.
Well, she's a player who, with a wide open look, will rarely miss.
Ionescu outside. Now here's Jones. 17 points in the game. It's not going to go for her. Thomas with the ball. Picked up by Stewart. They get it back. Here's Sabali. Off target at the rim. Here's Ionescu. The second effort. And Jones lays it up and in.
Her scoring this quarter has been off the charts, doing all she can to bring them back.
Now here's Copper. Covered by Ionescu. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Bonner. Copper. Poke loose. Rebecca Gardner on the wing. Here's Misaman. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots. Next. That one on Sabali. She's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. And she makes both free throws. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Mercury out in front, up by 16. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. Brown, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
Loud outside. Rebecca Gardner on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, whenever Gardner looks for her shot, I think it's a great move, especially from outside the arc.
Bonner outside. Good work defensively by Brianna Stewart. Pass to Gardner. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They're having their way down low right now.
Brown with it, guarded by Sabali. Bonner outside. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. A rebound by Brianna Stewart.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Pass to Misaman. Outside Stewart. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trick to the line to shoot 2.
Very smart from Stewart to get to the line. She's one of the best in the WNBA at drawing fouls.
Good on the second, so she makes both.
Some great free throw shooting so far here in the second half.
They should keep trying to initiate contact to get back to the line until they start missing from there. But as it is, they are perfect so far.
You get the points and you stop the clock.
That's how you do it.
Now here is Goddess. Tight defense on her. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range.
She's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake. Come on, you got to be a little bit more disciplined.
To the right side. Outside Stewart. Left side Sabali. Stewart. Looks good with time running down on the shot clock.
Okay, nice job here in the second. Their field goal percentage is way up from the first half, where they shot at a low percentage, just above 30%.
Pass to Duchess. Thomas. And here's Goddess. That three off the mark.
Not her best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
The kick out to Misaman. Stewart. She's covered by Brown. Stewart inside. No luck on that one. They have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely on the other side, really not much resistance put up.
And there's the foul. It's on Thomas. That is her first foul of the game.
Great play to sacrifice her body, take the charge, giving up her body for the team.
And really a heads-up play as well. Reads the play nicely and gets in the perfect position.
Back to Ionescu. Gardner shoots the three. It's rebounded by Dewana Bonner. On the wings, Satu Sabali. No good with the triple.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
And here's Goddess. Pass to Sabali. Shoots over Misaman. Sabali, no good. They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
The shot's just not dropping for her today.
On the wing, Kalia Copper. Trying to get back on track. And she's good on the three ball.
Despite her troubles in the first half, she stayed composed, stayed focused, and now she's getting it going.
Pass to Sabali. Back to Ionescu. Stewart up top. Bonner defending. Gardner with it. Point over Brianna Stewart. Satu Sabali comes up with the board.
One made three for her in this game. Does she focus closer in? We'll see.
Here's Mack. Pass to Goddess. A kick out to Bonner. There's a screen. Let's go with a three. Offensive rebound. Count it.
And guys, her consistent shooting, it's helped them take this lead. Yeah, I think the head coach saw too many easy buckets coming from inside and wanted to put a stop to it.
I would think so. I would think so. If they keep giving up the kind of easy looks inside and that they have been, they're in big trouble, Tim.
And they're going to change something up. Let's see what they do.
Both teams will make substitutions. Ionescu. Three-pointer. She can't get it to go.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard, they're really pushing them around.
Copper outside. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Jones. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Ionescu has it. Picked by Jones. Misses the 3.
She's gotten so much defensive attention all game long, and I think it's really thrown her off.
Copper outside. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Ionescu. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Cloud. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Love the take from Cloud right there. Not letting the defense deter her.
Copper outside. Inside. Here's Savali. And she drops it in from the low post.
Using her length to find her shot inside. Savali is a real threat on the interior.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Left side, Stewart. Back to Cloud. The kick out to Ionescu. The three-pointer, no good.
She can't get anything to drop. And the way she's going, it's probably not something to try to shoot her way out of.
And I'm sure her teammates would agree with that. You know, the last thing they want to see her doing is shooting it more.
Here's Mack. Guarded by Jones. And the basket is good.
An example right there, guys, of how they never started coasting, even as their lead kept growing.
Well, Tim, they're just a determined group. There's no neutral here. No matter what the lead is, it's only full speed ahead, and that's the type of basketball I love to watch.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour. Perseverance, it always pays off on the offensive glass.
Pass to Goddess. And here's Copper, covered by Ionescu. Thomas with the ball. And again, it's Phoenix.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Another miss by Sabrina Ionescu. And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Here's Thomas. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Here's Ionescu. Looking to end her cold spell. And it's good on the lay-in. Now here is Goddess. Pass to Mack. Thomas. And here's Goddess. Thomas outside. To the left wing. Here's Goddess. No good from outside. Got the defender off her feet with the pump fake, but just couldn't knock it down. Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing. And the Phoenix Mercury will move on.
And such a huge moment for this team. Knowing that they have conquered the last milestone before reaching the WNBA Finals.
We've seen this team fight through adversity, adjust their approach, fine-tune their strategy, and now a remarkable series is in the books with their name on it.
It's going to be so exciting, guys, to see them in the finals. A whole season of hard work culminating in the opportunity to win the WNBA championship. And now winning that title is within their grasp.
All right, so I know I don't do a whole lot of voiceover work for this series or any of the NBA 2K stuff, but had to drop my little 2 cents here. It's the end of the road for my beloved New York Liberty in Season 2 of the franchise mode on NBA 2K25. The subheading coming in was Defending the Torch, and obviously we did not. But it's all good. We're going to have to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try again. But at the end of this stats package, we're going to take you to some bonus content. We're going to find out who actually wins the 2025 WNBA championship.
The defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
Here's Copper. And kick out to Bonner to tie it up. Rebound by the Aces. Now Gray. Pass to Wilson. Finds the bottom of the bucket from about 13 feet out.
What a bucket by Wilson. Refuses to let the high-stakes shaker and sinks it.
Timeout called the Mercury. Copper with the ball. The three. Alyssa Smith grabs the miss.
Closing down on leads is done by making smart plays on offense and taking care of the rock. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
They get the rebound. And it's Wilson missing.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Pass to Goddess. Copper. Nails it! And she has brought them within 2 points.
With so much experience in the league, Copper is not intimidated by the biggest moments. Kalia has been here before.
One shot.
She's got ice water in her veins, guys. No way she's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance.
And they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Absolutely not with the lead. I mean, now is the time to use the clock to your advantage. Make it your friend.
Here's Wilson. It's good!
As big-time a player as you'll ever see. Asia Wilson in the clutch. A chance to tie it up here.
A three-pointer would do just that.
Defense knows that too.
Here's Copper. And it falls! And that shot brings them within just one.
The defense on her has to be airtight, guys, and that was far from it.
And they foul intentionally, and they're going to have to do it again. They're not in the penalty yet. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know, they had to foul to stop that clock. That's really the enemy in this situation.
Yeah, and who knows? A few misses at the strides, and they're right there within range.
He knocked down a three or two, who knows?
focus now on the second. And she's able to hit the second one. And that will put them up 2. And the Mercury call time here.
They can go for the 3 to win or 2 to tie. What's your choice in this situation?
Well, Tim, I don't think you set that decision in stone in this timeout. You see how things play out, but you're looking for the best shot no matter which it is.
That's a good point. First good shot I'd take.
Copper outside. To take the lead. The 3 won't fall, and they've done it. The Las Vegas Aces have won the WNBA championship.
They've done it. They've won it all. All the sacrifice, the workout, the time at the gym, it has all paid off.
What a feeling it is to even get to the finals, but to win it too, it's just a feeling I'm sure they will never forget. Congrats.
Winning a championship is the pinnacle of anyone's career. We all dream of it, but to do it in the best league in the world, it's just got to be the crowning achievement athletically for a lot of the players out there. So I'm going to say, just enjoy it. It's the toughest thing to do in sports. Win your last game.
And so that'll do it for us tonight and for the entire WNBA season. What a finals this has been. Until next season, I'm Blake Suniga along with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, and we'll see you later in a few months. Good night.
Introducing the world champions. Keep it up for your MVP.
So that was the end of the CPU matchup between the Vegas Aces and the Phoenix Mercury. The Vegas Aces pull off the sweep 4-0 for the first time ever. The WNBA is going to that best of 7 series format, just like they did last season in real life. And just like last season in real life, the Vegas Aces got the win. Unfortunately for my team, we're nowhere in the picture, but we're going to try to get back there next year. But a good finish. Entertaining finish to the game. Came down to the last shot. Vegas Aces taking home a championship. Now, in the bonus segment, got another bonus for y'all. I'm gonna add a little excerpt from a video that I put out a few weeks ago at this point, with the 2026 WNBA draft class. Version 3 of that draft class file is subject to change, obviously, but just wanted to add that out there because it's gonna be a little teaser to what's to come for next season. Now what you got on your screen is the version 3.0 of my 2026 WNBA draft class, aka that's the Olivia Miles, Lauren Betts, Flau'jae Johnson, our fam draft class. This is going to be a pool of rookies that hopefully in real life we'll see this coming spring if the WNBA doesn't have any kind of work stoppage, strikes, or lockouts, anything like that. Now, in terms of the ratings, same theory applies, and in fact, I actually did the re-rating of this draft class before I went back and did the 2025. Take you behind the scenes there. But the theory behind why I re-rated these players is that I wanted them to at least kind of fall in line with the scale of all the other players in the league, so that the top tier players could at least have a chance to be effective as rookies and put up reasonable numbers as rookies. Now, on appearance, once again, I'm not the best at making and designing created player faces. Like, that's a skill that some people really have that I do not currently have. If you've got that ability, just put me on, help me get better. But I try my best. Another thing as far as the appearance though is that I try to give some of these players a real personalized touch in terms of maybe their sneakers. Some players do have NIL affiliations, like a Kiki Rice. I believe she's with the Jordan brand. I think AZ Fudd is an Under Armour athlete. So some of these athletes do have sneaker deals. So I tried to find either the sneaker that they wear in game or a sneaker from the brand that they rep, and then I tried to trick it out with a colorway that either reflects like their college affiliation or their nation of origin, something that kind of gives them that little personalized touch. Now, I don't know if those colorways are going to be honored when they get to a certain team and they maybe change the colors up or something like that, but at least I try to do that, try to give them a little personalized touch. I know some of the South Carolina Gamecock players that are in this draft class have the A1 Asia Wilson sneaker with the South Carolina Gamecock colorways. We got some Syracuse orange colorways in the sneakers. We got some Notre Dame colorways. We got some UConn colorways. We got a bunch of different colorways. I know that Flaugier has that Puma deal, so I gave her LSU Tiger sneaker. It might not be the exact sneaker she rocks in the game, but I'm gonna try to work on that. Probably a work in progress with this. Now moving on to like the tendencies and the shooting forms, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's damn near impossible to really watch every player the way that you need to get this stuff down pat. Even NBA 2K, even the 2K company, especially with the women's basketball players, don't really get their forms right. Like, it's tough. So I pretty much winged it. I tried to figure out how they played by, some of the players I watch, and then also use some trusted resources in the form of trusted YouTube content creators. I'm gonna name a few of them. Hopefully I don't forget too many of them. But Hunter Cruz is a good resource for getting information regarding college basketball and pro basketball on the women's tip. You got Basketball Society, Protect Our Queens podcast, Martin Schwartz, and I forgot his partner's name, but they do a great job with the content in the basketball space. There's another, I think it's called We Got Next or Up Next. He does a great job interviewing players. He breaks down game footage with the player. And some of these players are not like top level prospects. These are people who are like possibly fringe players who get training camp invites, third rounders. Like, I've listened to a few of those interviews. You got Point Out Radio. Point Out Radio is I rocks with his channel. I'm trying to think of some more without leaving out folks. You got Max Power 24/7. Oh man, I'm struggling right now. But in addition to that, of course, I think of Women's Hoops Masterclass, because they have like little scouting video snippets that you can watch, which doesn't really tell you the whole picture of a player. You got to really watch them, not just one game, like over the span of multiple games, kind of get an idea of how they play. But yeah, those are some of the resources that I use on the YouTube space. In terms of the stats, of course, we go into the team websites. We go into Her Hoop stats. We go into the 9, looking at mock drafts. We go into the W Basketball blog. Man, the websites, I can't even remember all of them, and I feel bad. But the big asset that I came across a few months ago was this kind of a Google spreadsheet database, and I think it was put up by a Redditor named Ashwood Milk. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But it was a big database that had the 2026 and 2027 draft class eligible players, and that list was pretty in depth to the point where he was ranking or listing players who are like training camp level type players, or players who are just hitting the draft board. Like, that's how deep this list was. So I use that as a big asset to help me develop the 2026 draft class. The 2025 draft class was pretty much done last year, with the exception of the players that I had to eliminate, had to take out because they didn't actually declare and they were not like part of the draft itself. And I had to find alternates. But for the 2026 class and the upcoming 2027 class that I'm working on, that database was the big one for me. So we've made it to the end of the video, and the first thing I got to do is say thank you. Thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. I also want to invite all the people who still rock out with the NBA 2K25 video game, and especially the ones who play the WNBA modes. I want y'all to like check out this draft class. Like, legitimately, I want y'all to try to download the draft class. The instructions are in the description box, and then let me know what you think about it. Like, tell me how you would adjust it, like whether it's the ratings, the appearance stuff, the shooting form, like anything. Like, tell me how you would legitimately improve on this draft class project that I was working on. Like, I'm really interested in that. The next thing I want to do is let you guys know that I am currently working on the 2027 WNBA draft class. That's the Juju Watkins draft class unless she decides to come back to school. And I'm also working on a 2028 WNBA draft class. That's the one with Sarah Strong and Michaela Blakes. All right, so with these draft class projects that I'm working on, I'm kind of digging in and mentally preparing myself to hold on to NBA 2K25 for the long haul, at least through this cycle. I might go into further detail in an episode of the Game Talk podcast, but yeah, the 2K company's gonna have to earn my bread. All right, so here's the wrap-up section. This is a chance for me to kind of wrap up season 2 and kind of preview and talk about the possibilities for season 3. So let me start off by saying that this was really fun. Like, playing out season 2 of this franchise mode was incredibly fun. Played all of the regular season games. I accidentally simmed one of the playoff games. But for the most part, I ran this thing from start to finish, even though it was delayed. Like, I really fell behind a whole lot. I had a lot of breaks and delays and gaps between episodes. But in that gap, I was kind of productive in terms of working on this series because I was able to complete a 2026 WNBA draft class. I was able to kind of improve on some of the players that were in that 2025 draft class. And I was also able to get a jump start on the 2027 and 2028 WNBA draft classes that if I hold on to this game, I'll be able to use in this same series. And that's something I'm going to kind of hint towards later on, towards the end of this wrap-up segment. But yeah, all around pretty fun. I'm still having a tough time playing on All-Star difficulty. I know some people might hear that and laugh because they probably kill it on Legendary, but I feel like the game makes it a little too hard to hit the gimme shot, the layups. There are like way too many layups that are missed. And yeah, I know that players do miss close shots and layups, but it feels like way too many. And that's kind of tough. So I kind of alternate between playing Pro and All-Star. And on Pro, I can win some games by a lot, but the opponent has to be a bad opponent because I can also lose on Pro. So I'm not that great at the game, I guess you would say. But it's been fun. I think I'm going to continue to try to alternate between the All-Star and the Pro until I get good consistently at All-Star with the timing, which I don't know that I'll ever be because it feels too random for whatever reason, that you hit a shot and then you don't hit a shot. The release timing is great on one shot and not great on another. The layups are blown. The defense, you get ripped a lot more. The passes, you got to be super, super careful with the passes. It's just tough. But yeah, great season here. We've got a chance to see some of the rookies like Paige Beckers and Sonia Citron and Kiki Iriafen. Those players came from a draft class file that I think I've shouted them out plenty of times, but the TKOB 2345, and there's another person whose draft class, the name kind of eludes me, but I did my own touch-up work after that, but I used theirs as like a baseline and as a template to build the 2025 class. And then I decided, let me just go ahead and try to build my own 2026 from scratch. I used maybe some faces that I saw on YouTube, like I forgot the creator's name, it might be Richie2K, and get some of the faces down a little better. But I really took pride in that 2026 draft class file and the 2027 and 2028 that I'm working on. And that's why I'm real hesitant to give up the game. But that kind of leads me into talk of season 3. All right, so for season 3 of this New York Liberty WNBA franchise mode and NBA 2K25, I wanted to have another subtitle or another subheading for the season, the way I did for the first 2 seasons. I had Empire Rising for season 1, I had Defending the Torch for season 2, and now long road back. It seems fitting considering that we flopped in the first round and we're trying to make it back to the championship. And oddly enough, I noticed something. I don't really do subheadings for the other series that I run when I have multiple seasons. Interesting. But I'm pretty much ready for season 3. I'm just hoping that the real life WNBA is ready for their upcoming season, the 2026 season, with all their labor strife. But I'm ready for season 3. I have pretty much all of the things in place to make this thing go. I have the 2 expansion teams that are coming into the league this season with the Portland Fire and the Toronto Tempo have their official logos in the game. Before that, I had like some temporary placeholders that I was using, but you know, we know what their logos look like. We know what they're going to be playing, and so I tried to recreate that as best as I could. The jerseys might be a little different because you can't really get their jerseys to be super accurate, but I tried my best to get a few things going there. Now with the new players, the rookie class, of course, I took care of that. You saw the 2026 draft class file that I made virtually from scratch, I would say. Yeah, I'll take credit from that. From scratch. I did the legwork, put together that draft class. Didn't really use anyone else's draft class as a template. There aren't that many people who do make WNBA draft classes in the 2K side. Not accurate ones, at least. You have a handful who put in the work, and then you got people who just throw names together. Next, we got the off-season stuff. I noticed something. Natalie Nakasi is the head coach of the Valkyries, and I did not find her for whatever reason. Well, I didn't even look, maybe, in the off-season to hire her as the head coach for the Valkyries. But I think she's available in that coaching pool, so I'm going to try to get her to the Valkyries. Sandy Brondello, the head coach of the New York Liberty, former head coach of the New York Liberty, got fired after the season, and she's going to be coaching the Toronto expansion team, the Tempo. So I'm going to try to make that move, and I'm going to try to look around the rest of the available coaching pool and see what coaches, the real life coaches, can be reunited with their real life counterparts, real life teams, and during this off season. So we got the expansion. We talked about that. We talked about the head coaches. We talked about the draft class. The main thing we're waiting on is the actual WNBA and the players and the union, and the owners, I should say. Waiting for them to come up with an agreement for a CBA so we can see if we're going to have a season this year. That way I can know how to proceed with the expansion draft and what players are going to be unprotected, what players are going to be available for selection. That's super important, obviously. We don't know I don't know what the draft order is because I didn't look it up yet. But in the game, I think they pretty much slot the expansion teams as like the 4th and the 5th picks all the time. So we'll kind of work around the edges there. In terms of other players on the rosters, I'll wait and see who goes where, because virtually the whole league is free agents, except for the players that are still under their rookie contracts. So we could see a flurry of moves with players going from here and there and everywhere. You probably can't assume that the team you had last year is going to be the team that you have this year. We don't know how these things are going to shake out. So as it stands right now at the end of season 3, I think I have everything in place to make the season work. Again, the CBA stuff will be a big factor in real life. I will not be able to simulate expanded rosters because I think they lock you in at 12 players per team in this game. Just like with the 40-game schedule, you're kind of locked in at a maximum of 40 games, so I couldn't expand the season to 44 the way it did in real life. And so if there are any kind of roster additions or expansions in terms of per team roster counts, I can't really do those. So I'll just have to go with, I guess, the top 12 players on a team's given depth chart and just make it work from there. And kind of work around the edges that way. And that's all I can think of for season 3. I do know that at the end of this year, December 31st, the online servers are going to die for 2K25. So that puts me in a spot for going forward from this season, going forward next year. Will I be able to upload more logos into this thing and do an expansion? And that I'm not certain of. I don't think they allow you to do too much more expansion beyond that. But I'm adding 2 teams this year, and what I'm going to try to do is add 2 more teams in the next offseason, even though that's not the real order that the expansion is going. I will try to add the Cleveland and Detroit teams if I hold on to this game for yet another year and in a possible hypothetical season 4, I'll try to get with the designing and planning that stuff out right now. And there's even a slight chance that if I hold on to this game even longer than I would think, I could probably even get the Philadelphia squad in so that we can get to that 18 team maximum ahead of schedule from even what the actual WNBA is planning, because I do have a logo for a Philadelphia team that I had to generate one because there's no official word on what the team name is going to be or anything like that. But if the game allows me and I'm able to kind of get around whatever limitations they have, I'll try to add in another team if we get to a hypothetical season 5 in NBA 2K25, which would be crazy in this modern era. Like, I don't want to go too long with this, but in the past on PS2 and Xbox 360, it's not uncommon for me to hold the same sports title for like multiple calendar years because I pretty much only play the regular season mode during the actual active season. Now, the exception being this year with the WNBA stuff, because I had like big gaps and but typically I would not be playing the WNBA part of the game right now. I'd wait till the spring and I'd just try to play it then. Like, that's how I do like the NBA and NFL stuff. Prep for the next season in the off season and just play the game out like I would play a new game when the actual season starts. But that's pretty much it. I think I bogged down this outro segment, this wrap-up segment with way too much information. And that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. I ain't got much else. That's it. Just stay tuned for season 3, hoping that the CBA stuff with the WNBA works out so we can have an actual 2026 WNBA season. And when that does happen, you can check out the Games with BK YouTube channel. And hopefully I can bring us back to prominence. Thanks for checking out this video. And if you got some time, check out some of the other content that we have in the Games with BK YouTube channel. But wait. That's me.